Well, here we are again at my favorite place to metal detect. I have a couple hours after work today. I haven't been able to get out very much lately. It's finally not windy when I'm videotaping, so you might be able to hear me, but there is still some traffic noise. I'm gonna be running the V3i today with the big coil, the double D 13-inch by Detech. And in this area right here, so I'm gonna walk you around, like I said, if you saw the last video, there was, some additions that were put on, but they are, fairly old. And on this side of the house right here in this area, I had mentioned I found the 2-cent pieces and the 3-cent all in one hole right there. Last time I was in here, I found the large cent copper here, about 6 feet from the corner of that house there. And I'm going to focus on this side of the house today. I'm going to change my settings so that I'm accepting more. And just in case there's some coins down in the ground that are getting masked that are sitting right beside, 2 square nails down in the ground, I'm going to dig them all. I'm just going to see what happens. So, you never know what we're going to turn up with, but I know this is a really good productive area, this site. See what we get. So, here we go. We're going to enter the program, so I'm going to do High Pro, which is 3 frequency. Get into Expert menu. Well, actually, let's go back one. This Super 12, I had one of my viewers say to try this setting out instead of using the 10 DD coil, which has usually been known as the setting to use since there isn't a setting for the 13-inch Ultimate coil. They say that the Super 12 will actually give you better readings on the depth, so I'm going to try that out today, see if there's any difference in that. Today I'm going to dig a lot more. My discriminant channel, it's a V3i edit, and then I'm usually at 10. I'm accept all the way down to 10. I want to hear it and see it on the screen, so we're going to do that. Leave it the same, but anything that's cracking and popping between the all metal channel and the discriminant channel, even if it's a nifty one, I'm going to check it out. Sensitivity 11, I'm going to start there and see how it works out here. Discrimination sensitivity 90, that may be a little bit high, I might have to bring it down. All metal always stays at 70 for me. Audio, search audio, mix mode, so I want to hear the all metal mode and also discriminant channel. If it gets really noisy and it's terrible out here because of all the stuff, I might move it to discrimination just to clean it up some where it doesn't drive me nuts. Filter and speed, search, 7.5 bandpass. I know I probably can't get away with 5 because there is EMI out here. I'm going to stick in bandpass, 7.5, try it there. I really don't like going to 10, but sometimes you have to. It really doesn't make that big of a difference on anything that's like 6-8 inches in the ground. Talking really deep stuff when you start trying to force yourself to get into 7.5, even 5. 5's hard to get into. You have to have very low ground mineralization and very low EMI. Recovery delay 80. That's usually good for this loop. There's not a ton of targets where I'm going to be focusing at, so it's kind of cleaned up. So I think I'll be okay at 80. I don't need it to respond super fast. So I'm going to leave it at 80. Might get a little bit more depth out of that. And in my terms, it's going to think a little bit more. So other than that, I'm going to ground balance and get going. I love this old log cabin. If I had the money, I'd buy it just so I could metal detect it every day. Here's a really shallow target. You can see how much it's building up there on the right-hand side. It's only 2 inches deep. It's fairly large. I'm pinpointed on it right now, trying to keep that where you can see it. And then swinging. See how it's wrapping around on the left-hand side? See that starting to fade off? It's probably a piece of steel, but I'm gonna dig it, see what it is. And being that it's so loud on pinpoint, and it's reading so high, like 90, plus 94, plus 95, with some wraparound showing it down in the negative 94 and 95. This is probably one of my favorite things to find, which is a sickle bar tooth, which is a mowing machine back in the day, which I still use them today. There's probably like a piece of flat metal. And it may not be at that 2 inches. We're already 3 to 4 inches there. Piece of my namesake there, which is a square now. Just a broke off one, you can see the head there. Let's see what else is down in there, just in case that's not it. Get this thing to hush up. See if we get anything. Yeah. Bunch of iron signals. Nothing there. Nothing there. Actually, I'm getting a low tone. See if I can swing without that dirt cloud in the way. Yeah. There's really nothing of interest now. You can see all that iron, see it on the left. That's why I put a slow fade rate on there so I can pay attention to it and look at it and analyze it for my own self. So we'll put this one to sleep and go on to the next one. Here's that little piece of pottery I was talking about. You can see there's veins in it where the outside is kind of cracked and some. It's pretty old, it's thin, but I always think those are interesting, thinking about the people that used to live here and use those dishes or whatever that may have been. Absolutely screaming right there. Doesn't seem to be very huge. It's reading 54, so who knows what that is. Only reading an inch. Here's pinpoint again, so you can look at that. I just killed it. It's somewhere right there, it's so big. This is a 1/4 inch. So it's either laying on top or it's something really big on down in there. So let's see. There it is. What is that? Oh, you know what that is? It's awesome. I love these things. Check it out. Know what that is? It's a stirrup. Would have hung from a piece of leather like that. Put your boot inside of here and rode your horse. That was probably 10 inches down the ground. That looks hand forged, so that's a pretty good find. I like that kind of stuff. Think about people that used to ride the horse in the town with that. Somehow it fell out the saddle. Never know how it got there, but man, that's awesome. I like that. Huh, have to clean that up somehow. Here's a nice little target here. It's a solid 78, 83. Maybe I should have spent some more time down here. This is where that other house had burned. It's built in the late 1800s. It's 2 stories. It's a fairly predominant family. But I just never have metal detector down here. The log cabin has always drawn all of my interest coming out here. Whew, that's a really good root system on that. Look at that thing. It's been there a while. Let's try it again. It says it's 6.5 inches down. It's right on the side. Oh, let's see it. I'm gonna bring it up there. Let's see what we got here. Finally, our first coin, I believe. Could be a button. Here it is. That's a different size. I guess that could be a 1/4. Doesn't look to be silver. Huh. It's very interesting. What do you think? Could just be a regular old 1/4. It's not looking like it. You saw I was reading. I'm gonna get a toothbrush out, which might not always be the best practice, but I don't sell my stuff and never plan to. Clean it off with a toothpick when I get home. I'd rather you all be able to tell what it is. That is the oddest size. Hopefully it's not a knockout for a electrical box. I guess it could be a V nickel. Give me just a minute. I'll try to, well, I'll leave you on here. I got decent jeans on because I came from work. Looks like a lady's head facing to the left. Let me try to do it on my digging bag. Well, oh no way! I'm gonna stop cleaning on this because if I take, gosh, that is the awesomest coin. If I take this coin and I flip it over, now you can see the faces to the left, a female's hair, and then you flip it over and turn it up. You may be able to make that out. 1/2 cent. Isn't that absolutely awesome? It's a 1/2 cent. That is my favorite coin that I've ever found. Right there. That's awesome. I'm gonna clean that up and I'll make sure I'll show that to you in a little bit. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. I don't even know what to call it because I never imagined finding one of them and needing to know what to call it, but I have to look it up when I get home. And right now, it's just awesome. Awesome time. So I'm gonna put this hole back in, and I'm so glad I came down there. And you can see they got rental property behind me. This is the trailer that they rent out. I think their mom or mother-in-law or somebody used to live there. And then the cabin's behind me here. And I haven't metal detected down here much, and glad I did today. So maybe we'll have to come back and visit down here more often and check this out. That is truly amazing. It's awesome. That's definitely a bucket lister for me. A 1/2-cent coin. It's right there. I'm gonna try to block this glare again. 77, 73, 5 inches deep. At least it's a little deeper this time. Could be a Lincoln penny. There's where it's at. 4.5 inches. We're gonna dig this one. We're gonna dig here. I'm gonna kind of rotate around to here. I'm so excited right now. When I find coins like that, makes me want to stay till midnight, but got off work and came out here and I haven't eaten dinner. Man, this is some tough grass. There's that part. That's every bit of 4.5 inches. So let's get the pinpointer out and see what we get. Look at that. I need to get a new one of these. I think my battery's about to die. My metal detector. Man, that thing's messed up. Let me go get another one. There is a target over here. Let's see if this is what we're getting. Somewhere in this pile here, you can see that. I know it's right here from the pinpointer. Oh, there it is. It's another one of those, a ring. These rings always sound good. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's awful deep. I don't know. I'll check the hole again. If there is, then we'll continue this dig. If not, I'll fill it and move to the next. Pinpointing, I think it's right there. It's at 82 and about 4 inches deep. It's building really good up on the right. I'm having a hard time swinging. I'm keeping my hand over the glare. Let's get down there. There's another target real close to it, right about here, which it's iron, but it's small, so it's not putting off that big of a, what I call a halo, I guess. It's got everything going for it. It's even got gravel down in there. The old driveway that sank. There's nothing there. We're in the plug now, and if you can see that, it's 56 to 70, something in there. It's not reading up in the 80s anymore. Actually, I'm gonna grab you all, and we'll come down here. Put you on my other mount. There we go. A little better view, huh? So let's see where this is at. See if it's on first. There it is. Gonna have to dig into it. Here we go. Always bothers me because I don't know what if I'm gonna hit something good. Somewhere in there. A little bit, getting not as deep. I can see it now. It looks like a coin. It's pretty small. I think it's just a regular old dime. Well, that thing was deep. 1980. I am not going to say that's old for a specific reason. Because then I'd be old. So there it is. 1980 dime. This might be a little bit loud, but I'm going to... Might have to go off what you hear. That's 50, 72, 68, 60, 68. Now watch. Another target. Here, go down. Coming back up. The target I want is this one. 74. I get over here and it's a negative 58. If I can pinpoint it. It's right there. That other target's right there. Now I got it dead center of where my pinpoint's telling me it's good. And it gets real high. Let's try that one out. The targets we started off in the beginning of the day were just, real iffy long shot ones. Now, some of these down here, since I haven't ever metal detected this, and I guess some of the other people in the past that have been here metal detecting this, because there's been metal detecting a lot, never came down here. Maybe because of the same reason I didn't. Huh. I think my pinpointer's going out on me. I put a new battery in it just a little bit ago. I think I showed that to you. If I do show it to you. If I didn't, then I took the battery out, put it back in. Still doing it. Let me go get my other one. Old Trusty here. He's been around a while. Huh, seems to work. I don't know what's wrong with that thing. I've been wanting to get one of the white pinpointers for a while, but I just haven't done it. Always money. Need a better camera too. It's a piece of aluminum siding of all horrible things to find. This has been maybe backfilled over in this area at one point in time where they took the remains of the house. And I'll show you where it would have used to have been. You can see that depression right there. See it going from there over to here and then runs up this line. There are some lines there. I don't know what those are. And then it goes up into there and underneath that trailer. And then you can see that bank, kind of where my finger is. Follow that bank around and then come through. So this area right here would have been the house. And you can see the road is at like a catty corner position to the way the house was. So it's kind of 90 degrees. Actually, I might be in the side yard since that you can see like that's the plane of the house from about here to there going this way. So the front of the house may have been facing that way if it was elongated this way, or this could have been the front of the house or going that way. So I could be in the front yard or backyard. Here's my next target and I'm actually really excited about it. Here, watch. Look how high that is. Well, it was, but let me pinpoint it. Okay, 6 1/4 deep. See how high that is? I like the V3is when they're, I don't care if they're jumping. I'm seeing some 80s. It's quite deep. And I can't tell yet because it says it's 6 inches. I can't tell if it's really actually 10 inches deep, but we're gonna get down in there. We're a little farther away from where I just showed you where the house was at. Would be way out in the front yard. Wow, looks like it's gravel too. I really need my shovel, but when I'm in people's yards, I want to be as respectful as I can. It doesn't look like the gravel is that old because it doesn't go, 6 inches deep and keep on going. It's almost, there's a drive over here. Somebody might have spread out the gravel just a little bit too far one year or maybe 10 years worth and it sank in the ground and they forgot about it. Could be a 1970s parking lot. You can see it's got all this, I think this is size 57 gravel. Oh, I think I see it. Let's go see if that's what it is. Let me check it with a pinpointer and I'll bring you down here. Yep, it's something. Being in the gravel, I don't know if it's that old. But can you see it there? There's the edge of it. I think it's just a regular old penny. It's awful red, isn't it? It's cool colors.
Give it that. Ah, it's all lichen penny. It's not old at all, but there it is. That's what I was excited over. And the next target, let me pinpoint it. It's right there. 5 1/4, so it's not all that deep. The grass is a little thicker there, but the numbers are much higher. 78, 80, 79. Might be a dime. Might even be silver. That's really consistent. I know that's a coin. Gotta be. It's small. You know, the size of it's right. The V3i's right. The reaction's right. I think you can hear me over that truck. And now the gravel was over there. The old dark, the old black dirt that I found the coin in, the half cent's up, you know, back over this way. So the dynamics of the site really changes when you're moving around. I got out of the gravel because I knew that, you know, 19 whatever that was, 70s, 80s, 90s are going to be out there in that parking area. Now I'm trying to get closer to the house, and you can see the ground's kind of grazing back up to the house. It wasn't modified, hopefully not modified, and trying to stay in the different, you know, I'm going to call it thermoclines, like water, you know, levels in there, because the artifacts, newer ones and older ones, and some of the new ones will get down with the older ones as they backfill and add dirt to it and bring stuff in from other areas. Say they pulled some dirt off of the back of the farm and it had some trash in it, and they brought it up here and covered everything up. Now you got a whole mix of stuff. But let's see what this is. Hopefully we're getting closer to the house again, and it's going to be getting some older dirt. So here we go. That looks like pretty good dirt. Notice, well, look, both my pinpointers are messed up. Back to the whites machine, I guess. See if we can get it with that. So as you can see that, it's now 82, 83, which is, makes me happy. If I could just get pinpointer to work, I'd be even more happy. So the regular one in my backup is not working. Oh yeah. I'll let you all see it too. I don't know how old it is. See it? That's pretty nice. I always enjoy that. I'll let you look at that while I get my water out, because I don't want to scratch on it too much. If I can get it out from underneath my stirrup. Pull that out of there. That's pretty neat. Spray it off. This is the back side. Oh wow. Wow, that's yeah, and super, like ultimately awesome condition. Wow, I like that. Can you believe that? This is my first one. I got 2 firsts today. It looks to be 1928. Isn't that beautiful? Man, the shield detail, that's incredible. The eagle in the back's like impressive. Wow. I'm so glad I dug that hole. It's so awesome. Man. Huh. That's not an everyday find for me there. That's amazing. Gosh, I need to like definitely metal detect this like crazy. Wow. I'm so very thankful I got a spot like this. I mean, they're out there, everybody that's watching. I mean, just keep asking. And there's not even a house here, you know. You don't have to hunt for a house. But just old house used to be there. Burned down, there's all kinds of trash in the ground. I found 2 coins down here already. Both absolutely amazing. Wow. Love that. I got 1 pinpointer and 2 pinpointers that are giving out on me. I don't know if it's batteries or if they're broke. My headphones just now, after I found that big piece of copper in the ground, my left side's not working, so that's really messing me up. But I had a wonderful day. It's a great evening coming out here after work.
checking out this site. Love this place. And until next time, keep digging and hopefully you find some good stuff. So these machines do their job for sure. It's just up to you to do your part. So dig all the iffies, find all kinds of weird stuff. Could find some good stuff, and then like these where I moved down to this site, you know, they're pretty sure things. Good response, target size. You know, you can use your analysis modes, all that if you want. I just go off the V3i and the sound, the tone, and the responsiveness. You know, when I'm pinpointing, I can tell it's deep or not, even though this coil's kind of tricking me a little bit on the depth. But still, it was a good day. So thanks for joining me. Go home and see if I can get all this stuff fixed.